The headlines: the body of a woman is found in St. George. The rate of HIV cases declines. And an Olympic medalist is here to give a clinic. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, September the 3rd, 2015. Firefighters responding to a report of a fire were surprised when they saw a body at the side of a St. George road. It was later identified as that of Melanie Eversley, the sister of Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Livingston Eversley. Melanie, said to be in her 50s, had left her Jordan St. George home in the morning on the way to work. The fire officers were on their way to a call in the area. Police officers converged on the scene, including Chief of Police Tyrone Griffith. The discovery of the body came rather poignantly on the 5th anniversary of the Campus Trends arson attack, which left 6 young women dead. Members of the September 3rd Foundation marked the milestone with a minute's silence in Heroes Square. You may recall that the 6 perished after they were trapped in a one-door store, and Liesel Daisley, the chair of the Save Foundation charity, told the Assembly it is time for action as there had been no change in making buildings safer. Pearl Cornelius, Shanna Griffith, Kelly Shaw Oliver, Tiffany Harding, Nikita Belgrave, and Kellyanne Welch all perished in the fire. The ceremony was also to commemorate all those who have lost their lives to violence. Tuesday's robbery of the A&C security firm at Barbados Hill was a shocker, as at least 4 firearms and 80 rounds of ammunition were said to have been stolen, and that at a time when the country is on alert because of a worrying spate of gun crime. The police, not surprisingly, are reported to be very troubled about this development. But what about the public? Nation News has been finding out.
More guns in the places, like more AIDS or more any kind of disease out here. You know what I mean? And it ain't even so much the guns, it's the people. Because the gun by itself don't kill nobody. It's somebody who got to use that gun. See?
The gun violence can occur regardless. You know what I mean? More guns gonna hit the streets regardless of that robbery yesterday. You know, that's just like a symptom, a part there of what's going on. All of the crime and the violence and the gun attacks, etc., that we seeing now is just, that's more or less just a symptom of the society that's been going on for decades. So, regardless of if a security firm was broken into or some other firm was broken into, guns can't hit the streets. Because guns are part of the violence, and the violence is a system of the issues of how the society is being run.
I believe, regardless of if there was a break-in or not yesterday, guns would be perpetuated on these streets because we live in a particular place where we have officers that need to do work. I mean, it will put a lot of strain on the Royal Barbados Police Force to allow them to have to, you know, do a lot more work than usual. But, you know, hopefully they should actually get the cleanup coming along good and take most of the guns off the streets. And it's a very small place, so it can be easily contained. But I guess we just put in a lot of efforts and a lot of issues into where, you know, directing them into where we don't need to right now. Our focus should be how can we develop Barbados and develop the youth in Barbados where we wouldn't even have to, you know, worry about having gun violence or there being a gun issue or gun problems in Barbados.
After 6 years, the Barbados Food and Rum and Wine Festival has some new ingredients. For November's festival, there'll be a new lineup of chefs, new culinary events that incorporate shopping, beach fun and late-night parties, and a greater promotion internationally. Why the makeover? Here's William Griffith, the CEO of the Barbados Tourism Marketing, Inc.
It's been a rewarding experience thus far as we have reviewed and in many instances changed our business models to ensure that we keep our mandate in front of mind. This mandate can be summarized as follows: growing our visitor arrivals and foreign exchange receipts while supporting the sustainable development of our vital tourism industry. The food and Wine and Rum Festival was no exception, and we are excited about the changes we've made this year. Having said that, let me reassure everyone that whilst the event roster is different, the quality of the events remain, as will our commitment to keep the festival fresh and interesting for our local and international foodies. Our long-term vision for this event is to leverage it as a major platform to market and promote the diverse Epicurean experience of the island.
In his remarks at the launching ceremony, the chairman of Tourism Marketing Inc., Alvin Jemmett, said Barbados has a rich culture of food and it's a foodie's paradise.
Not to make your mouth water, but when you have the privilege of dining with some flying fish and cuckoo, and put in the sauce, cassava corn, great cake, sugar cakes, rum, Marby and lemonade, and so on, you're partaking in the century-old culinary tradition of our Barbados heritage. Today, we are proud to have a diverse mix of dining options in Barbados, from the fine dining restaurants to the bars, rum shops, and roadside vendors, serving fast and slow food, and all between that. You see, Barbados is a foodie's delight.
The annual rate of new HIV cases in Barbados has started to decline, Health Minister John Boyce says. He attributes this development to the expanded use of antiretroviral therapy. Steps are now being taken to decentralize HIV services and offer diagnostic and treatment services outside of the HIV program. Mr. Boyce was addressing a Caribbean Regional Health Policy Project workshop funded by USAID. Police are seeking the public's assistance in identifying a woman who was found in an unconscious state on Wednesday evening on the south coast. The woman, who was wearing a red dress, was found near the Soco Hotel in Hastings. She is about 5'6" to 5'7" tall, slimly built, and has grey and black locks. She is estimated to be in her 60s. Police are also asking members of the public to identify the body of a man who was pulled from the shallow draft yesterday. In sport, Olympic silver medalist Nathan Robertson of Britain will conduct the second part of a two-day badminton clinic on Friday at the National Gym in Wildy. Members of the junior national team who won a bronze medal recently in the Dominican Republic will attend the one-hour clinic. It is part of the Badminton in the Caribbean tournament, which continues from 10 in the morning with competitors from Britain, Canada, the United States, and Barbados. And finally, a grocery store chain in Kentucky in the United States has announced that it is offering 20% lifetime discounts for any customers who tattoo the store's logo on their bodies. Rainbow Blossom Natural Food Markets, based in Louisville, said on Facebook that the discounts will be offered to customers who have the store's rainbow flower logo tattooed on their bodies. But there's some fine print. The tattoo must be visible, at least 1 inch square in size, and crucially, not in a private area. And that's Nation News for Thursday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Weekend Nation on Friday or subscribe to our e-paper.